What's up, good people, and welcome to another episode of Designated Driver. I am Marcus D. Wiley, and today I am so excited. I'm so happy. I've just, I don't know, I'm filled with joy because I have three intelligent, beautiful, strong black women.
Say it, claim it.
That are with me tonight. Now, I'm not going to say mad, angry, and bitter. That's what the world wants y'all to believe black women are.
That's the devil.
That's the devil. But these ladies, I'm so excited. And first of all, thank you all for coming.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for
us.
having
I
me.
want to give you the proper introduction. So immediately to my left, first young lady, we known each other from way back. We were members at the same church back in the day, but then we reconnected when we had kids. Our sons is the starting backcourt for one-time legends 13U AAU basketball, which is coached by her husband. But this is none other than personal stylist, closet organization, and rejuvenation, Miss Stephanie Rudd. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good evening.
You all
Thank
right?
for having me. I'm good.
You're looking lovely.
Thank you, sir. Had to clean up off the basketball court.
Yeah. So now that you get these closets, because my wife need help with.
I'm sure you do too.
No.
Okay.
No.
She
See
already
what
got
you
you.
don't know, Tiffany, and I'll show you later. My closet stays fresh. Okay, that's why I have this. Okay, so we don't have to share.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. Do you help these wives with terrible closets?
Yes, I do. I have just started my new business, pushed out in March, The Law of Style. That's my maiden name, Stephanie Law Rudd. And just finished my first closet rejuvenation, and it went well. Little struggle. People don't want to let go of things, but it turned out well. So yeah, I'm here to do my thing. Stepping out on faith.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me this evening.
Thank you.
Now, this next young lady, I don't know her, but we know some of the same people. We've been around some of the same circles. She's always had a smart mouth. I wanted to cuss right there, but mouth always been smart. Always had a smart mouth. She is a finance manager. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Tiffany Jackson.
Greetings and salutations.
How you doing, Tiff?
A smart, educated mouth.
Smart, educated mouth.
It comes. That's the background.
I'm with it.
That's the smart.
I'm with it.
Smart.
I'm with it. Now, can you help me with my taxes?
I can.
Can you do taxes for an entertainer, though? You know, because I've had people, they can help regular people that work at UPS. They do well with them. But entertainer, can you help me with mine?
Yes, I actually have about 3 clients.
Okay.
That have a unique business venture who
Cool.
I'm currently helping right now.
Okay,
So I got you.
well, we'll have to talk after this. And then last but not least, young lady, we went to the same university, Texas Southern University. I'm years older. She was there when I was probably on my way out a little bit, but I still was, running things majorly on the, but this ain't about me. Anyway, she is now a professor at Texas Southern University, English professor, also in a real estate mogul. And she's
Bacon.
hey.
No, baby, we there.
We just speak things over here.
Yes.
And also married to one of my good friends, Christopher. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Miss Toya Butler.
That's my baby right there.
What's up, Toya? You good?
I'm good. I'm awesome.
How is it teaching virtually with these students?
We make it work.
Making it work.
We make it work.
Do you like it?
I do like it. I am a face-to-face person.
Okay.
I prefer the face-to-face setting, but you know, pandemic,
Yeah,
safety first.
for sure. Okay. Well, I want to jump in, man. We have a lot. Let me tell you where this episode, where it was birthed out of. I called Chris one day, and somehow he put me on 3-way with his wife and Tiffany. Okay, Steph, I want to give you some background.
Okay.
And we were all on a FaceTime, 3-way FaceTime. This technology is a fool. And we just getting to talking, and a lot of talking is taking place. And all of a sudden, in some kind of way, it morphed into men, husbands not really doing what the wives do, so forth and so on.
Y'all don't.
And I don't know who was it. Was it you, Tiff, or was it you, Toya?
Ironically, it was me.
It was Toya who said something like, oh, I just kind of feel like a full-time worker, full-time mom, and a part-time wife. And that just stuck in my spirit. Okay. A part-time wife. Out of all the hats you wear, everything else was full-time. But when it came time for the wife, it was part-time.
Not intentionally, though.
Not intentionally. But we're going to get into it. But on this, on Designated Driver, y'all like to start with a thing called First Things First.
First things first. First things first. Things first.
That way we get a little loose. So first things first, today I want to ask you, what is your first job? First job you had?
Ooh.
How old were you when you got the job? And what did you like or dislike about it? I'm going to start. My first job, 1988, I was getting ready. I was summer of 88, getting ready to be a junior at Willow Ridge High School. You know about it. And I'm getting ready to be a junior, and I was tired of my mama shopping for me, school shopping, because I was looking terrible out there in Mo City. And so I need to get a job. Got a job at Astro World.
All right, Astro World.
Astro World, Six Flags theme park.
Yes.
I wanted to be on the roller coasters, but those were already booked. So in order to get the job, I had to take what was available, which was park services. Park services is where they clean the park, take out the trash.
You was basically the park porter.
Yeah, call it what you want, Tim, but watch this. Even though that job wasn't the most glamorous job, but that job is where you found all of the money. People would lose so much money. And so on any given day, I might run across $120, $130.
Oh, wow.
I was only making like $100 a week, because that's when minimum wage was $3.35.
Oh.
And then when I got hired, it went to $3.50. And so one day I might be sweeping, I find $100, $50, $20, and I'm about to quit, really, because I didn't got out.
Enough.
It's enough.
You
know what I'm
doubled
saying?
your pleasure.
Yeah. So that was my first job. I loved it, but I left wrong. I didn't give a 2 weeks notice. I didn't know anything about that. So when it was time for school to start,
I'm out.
I'm out. And they never hired me back. They said I couldn't get hired back because I left wrong. And I want y'all to remember that. I left wrong. Now, who else? Somebody go.
Target.
Target
was my first job.
Okay.
I was so excited. Maybe 10th or 11th grade, because I was in co-op. Leave school.
You left by what, 11:30? Somewhere like that?
Somewhere
Yeah.
there. So, you were already feeling like you were doing something big. Like that. Felt, grown up, learning responsibility, and then the people.
Yeah.
You have to learn people.
Yeah.
And I was shy. I'm still shy.
Yeah.
At 35, I'm still shy.
Yeah.
I like that.
At 35. Yeah, I was like, dang, you got TSU real early.
That
Go
ain't
ahead.
nobody business.
Go ahead.
We know black don't crack.
Yes, thank you, Stephanie.
Okay.
So yes, just learning people, personalities, how people operate. So that was interesting in that regard.
Okay. Well, what y'all got? First job.
I'll go.
Yeah.
My first job was actually a teller at a bank
Come on.
while I was maybe a freshman or sophomore in college.
Gotcha.
So
you didn't work in high school.
I didn't work in high school.
So privileged.
I don't know. No, I really wasn't privileged. I don't know how that worked out, because, I ain't have shit, but, but I was blessed to have a real first job, you know. I don't remember how much my salary was. I don't even remember how old I was. I had to be like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
But I worked at, it was called Omni Bank, right down the street from TSU and U of H. So I would go, they worked around my little schedule when I was at U of H, go Cougs.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
But that was my little job. I worked there part-time. They let me catch some hours on them, spring break, summer. The pay was shit. Yeah, I remember that. But because even though that was my first job, I knew that wasn't me. I was like,
you just passed.
This can't be life. But
Was you tempted to steal? That's really what I want to get. Did you steal?
No.
I'm just checking. I mean, you worked at a bank. I mean, a lot of money.
The downside to working at a bank is I was actually working in like the drive-through part, and it was, it's already in the area, and it was an old bank, and it was dusty and unkept, so I got little warts on my hands. Yeah, from counting them dirty money.
I worked at a bank before, though. I worked at a bank as well, Texas Commerce.
Yeah, that's where.
And then it changed to Chase.
That's when life got good, because I had a homegirl that was like, "That's where the money resides."
Where the money resides.
That's where the money resides.
Yeah.
So I put in that little notice, got me on at Texas Commerce, which later became Chase. But JP Morgan. But yeah, that was my whole little college setup.
Okay. Steph, what's your first job?
My first job was the summer before my freshman year in college. So I was 18. I didn't want to work, but I like to shop. So my mama said, you got to get a job.
Yeah.
So I was a receptionist at the nail salon. And I got my nails done free. So that's what I like.
Girl,
You was a receptionist at a nail salon. Now, was this a black nail salon?
No.
What?
It was probably like a spa or something, right?
No, it was just normal. Back in the day, they had the people that used to greet you. Now they don't greet you. You just come on in and sit down.
Yeah.
But then...
It's almost like they have rash when you get there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I took appointments. It was me. It's so
Gotcha.
looking back,
it
was me.
You was in your element.
I was in my element. And then I got my nails done free, and I ran track, so I needed my nails. The stick would break my nails. I had natural nails. So then I got to get the overlay because Rosa wasn't paying for it. So that was my first job.
You did that.
I did.
You was resourceful.
Yes, that was win-win. Yes. Free nails, and I got paid. $5.25.
$5.25. You balling.
Yeah, well, I was balling.
Well, man, let me get into this because I've been, ever since we had the three-way conversation, I have been wanting to
It was
die.
like a four-way.
It was a four-way. It was a four-way conversation. Yes, it was.
It was intense.
And so I want to ask my first question, and you all just jump in, answer, as you feel. I want to know, off top, I want you to put in order for me the importance, and I'll put in order like the importance of career, husband, kids, church, friends, me time, whatever. Like if you had to rank it, like where would husband, career, kids, whether it's church or sorority and friends, where would this go? What is first?
Well,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
God is first.
Okay.
And then we have
A conundrum.
Ready? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I read it. Be honest. Be honest.
Kids and career.
Kids and career. Okay.
Husband.
Then husband. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friends.
Then friends. Okay.
I'm always last in everything.
Gotcha.
And that's just my own.
Now that was a good way to put it. Now you did that with that.
I'm always last.
Okay. Come on, y'all rank it. Let me hear.
I mean, so when you ask that question, is it what my heart feels or what my mind feels?
I want to know the way it is. Period.
The reality of it all.
Yes.
Oh.
Be honest.
Okay, so if I'm gonna be honest, my family, my children, offspring has probably rose to the on the pecking order.
Okay,
she's probably the priority.
Right.
Then it's probably my career. Then it's probably
a dog, a cat. I mean, what is it?
I don't do pets.
Okay, me neither.
And then it's probably my spouse.
Okay.
Myself and friends.
Okay.
But caveat. In my heart.
Well, I can't. Only God know your heart. Nobody else know
When
it.
me and God talk, God is first. Okay, wait, I forgot. God was first.
Okay.
God's first. Me and God, we talk, so that's me and God, or God, me.
Yeah.
Then it's my boo.
Yeah.
And then it's my baby. And then it's my homies.
Yeah.
and then it's my career.
Yeah, that's when you in God.
In my heart.
In your heart. Yeah.
In my heart. That's how when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to.
That's
go.
how it's supposed to go. Okay, yeah.
Now, but when the day starts,
right,
you know,
twisted up.
Totally different.
Steph, what's your order?
Ooh, listen.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
God.
Okay. Oh, we got Lord, you on everybody's list, top of the list.
Listen,
no, you
can't
the
do
first
nothing without
thing
it.
when you
Yes.
that I
Number
open.
one.
Oh, don't
that
take me to
I
church
open
now.
the prayer
It is.
start.
But then I would have to say it is a battle between me. My me time is very important because if you don't have anything for yourself, then you don't have anything to give to your family.
Okay.
That's
okay.
true, girl.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah, you can't. So I enjoy my me time. So God, me, and then I would say my baby. That is my heart. You know, you gotta have to try to turn that loose. The career thing, because you know, I told you I never really wanted to work. So so then it's my husband.
That's it.
And friends, and he would probably say friends than me because I you know, friends. I'm the only child, so that's very important to me. You know,
Yeah.
then the husband, and then probably the career. But I feel like it's getting ready to step up because now I'm doing
Tell
my own
them.
business.
Tell them.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, Toya,
Yes.
you've been married how many years?
Oh,
Made
fifth
16
level.
years in December.
16 years in December.
16 years. So what are you about to say? I should know what.
Nothing. And I'm just asking you've been married
Okay.
16. I'm just giving some
getting
context
She
for the
doing
listeners.
something right.
I'm
Something
just
happening
getting
because
prepared.
Oh, okay. You've been married 16 years.
that's forever in
and
in
you've
the
been
black
a
family.
mother how long?
Dakota is 13.
Been a mother
Roman is
13
9.
years.
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you been a professor?
I've been there since 2001, but full time 2004.
Nah, baby, claim them 20 years. You've been doing
Well,
it.
we didn't want to put the 20 out
Yeah.
there. I was trying to.
So you started teaching before me. I came in 2002, and you was already there.
You did the math. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So you have a full life.
Yes.
What are some things that you need? I want to know, like, what do wives need?
Is it my turn yet? No.
Not yet. I'm coming to you. What do wives need from your perspective, just from your full life? What do wives
We
need?
need support. We need a listener. But on the flip side of that, on some occasions, I'm a doer.
Okay.
And so that's probably the reason for some of the disconnect. When I need something done, I just do it.
Yeah.
And then maybe Chris will say, well, why didn't you tell me I could have done that?
Yeah.
Because at that point, I'm probably almost at, my wit's end a little bit,
Yeah.
but I internalize a lot.
Okay.
So I keep everything,
Yeah.
on the inside because it has to be done. So I just do it.
Yeah. Okay. 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 She said support. Come on, head shaker. Tim, how many years you been married?
Almost 8.
Almost 8. And you've been a mother how many years?
6.
6.
Whoa. I'm a stepmom too, so
Okay.
immediately 8.
Okay. Okay.
And I had a little trial run doing that engagement
Yeah.
and dating.
Yeah.
So add that in there too.
What do you need? What do wives need?
A
Your
clone.
perspective. A clone? Okay. Elaborate.
I'm a piggyback off of what Toya said.
Okay.
Like, when the day starts, you just need to get things done. Things just have to be done. And I think that, my idea of what prioritize and how things should be done, if you divvy out those tasks, they just don't get done in the capacity in which they need to get done.
Yeah.
And it's that level of detail, that dotting I's, cross T's,
Yeah.
So I need somebody to clone me, know my mind, and execute as I would execute.
Another tiff.
Yeah, so like a sister wife, that'd be probably be a good idea. But don't touch my man. You can be a lesbian or something. Go get you a little boo thing on the side.
Steph, talk to me. Steph, you've been married how many years?
15.
15 years.
15 years.
And you've been a mother
13.
13 years.
Yes, 13
Okay.
years.
Talk to me. What do wives need? I mean, what would you need?
Good communication.
Okay. Communication.
Wives need good communication. Same thing the other two ladies said.
Supporting a clone.
Yes, support a clone and to prioritize, we are all things. Women are all things at all times. Women, mothers, wives,
it's true.
Teachers, but we can't be all those things all at the same time. So then it's
not and keep our sanity.
Right. So you break in the morning. I may wake up and I'm trying to be the wife, but then you switch to the mother, and then somebody texts you, and you're like, oh, now I'm corporate. Now I'm right. So all those different things. So I think it's just somebody to step in to help to prioritize all the things that you do, and then patience. And give me some patience with all of the different
some
roles
grace.
that I do.
Give me some grace.
Some
Let
grace.
Let me trip up, and you be like,
So,
you know what?
You ladies have made the husband, all three of you all, if I'm not mistaken, in the pecking order, the husband was no higher than third. But you want some grace, and you want all this, and he's third on your list.
Because the list is so long. The list is long, and things have to get done. And so these are some of the conversations that I have with Chris. I say something along the lines of, if I'm sick or I miss something, all heck breaks loose.
Yeah.
If
you miss doing something, nothing happens.
Yeah.
And that gets annoying sometimes.
Okay, watch this. So I asked my wife, what do women need? Because I came up with 5 things men need. I'm gonna ask y'all in a minute, what do you think we need? But I came up with 5 things men need. But I asked my wife, because I wanted to be fair to women.
Sure.
What do women need? And my wife said a break.
She ain't lying.
She said that
That's
women need a break. Okay?
A sabbatical.
Now, what do you say to older women?
You can't say that to older women.
Different times.
Yes,
You can't
but watch
say
this,
that to
because
older women.
Steph, if I'm not mistaken, you have Caleb, one son.
Yes.
Tiff, you have Austin, and you have a step. You have 3, okay? No, you have 3.
Yes, in total.
Total, right. So boom, you have 3. And Toya, you have 2.
Yes.
And it was older women back in the day, of course, different times. I'm just saying, different times. I'm not negating that.
Right.
But they would look at 1 child, 2 children, 3, and be like, child, please.
But they didn't work.
Or if they did work, they had a job. They didn't have a career.
Right. So you're taking care of, I'm mama, but then I'm also paying the mortgage. Or I'm mama and I'm running my business, your business, the 3 kids, soccer.
Exactly.
Maybe taking
And
care
there
of
really
mama.
was a village back then. They really did. Big mama wasn't too far, maybe in the house with you.
Yeah.
Sister was round the corner.
Yeah.
So it was divide and conquer.
Yeah.
And they had the little sister-wife situation going where
But most of you won't even let people deal with your kids.
My mom did keep Dakota until Dakota went to elementary school. So that
My
was
mom
a
had
blessing.
Caleb.
But in that was, kind of like the peak of my career. I was dropping off, picking up, and, doing all of this stuff. And it was like
Time
kind
consuming.
of running, a rat race.
Yeah.
But you also had those older women who was like, no big deal. But they also dropped the ball, and a lot of kids were violated. You hear about that in the community a lot about kids. And so that wasn't going to be my baby story. So.
And then when you have 6 children, I mean, my mother and father both came from 6. So you typically had the older sibling
to help
was like the mama. So they didn't have a life. And then everybody else, trickled down. So I think it was just a different time.
Completely different.
Yeah.
So what do you ladies think men need from wives? Like, I'm just asking, what do you think, if you can give me 1 or 2 things, what would you think that men need from wives? And then I'm going to tell you the 5 things men need.
I don't think men need a lot. I think men are very simple, not basic, but simple.
Yeah.
Men are not fussy. So I think directness. Just tell me what it is. What that you need, you want. If you're upset, not upset.
Yeah.
Communicate.
Get to the bottom line.
With me. Yeah, I don't need all.
Because y'all like
extra.
details,
Right?
And it's
All
like
the
just
details.
get to the bottom line. Like, what is the bottom line?
Right. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Directness. I think the supportiveness that I won't maybe lead you wrong down, whether it's my career, friends, new business, whatever it is.
Okay.
Sex, of course.
A little something.
You know, that consistency. And then to feel appreciated.
Feel appreciated.
Absolutely. That's very important.
I think they need respect,
RESPECT.
sex,
Little sex.
and dinner.
And something to eat.
Oh, I forgot food.
Come
That's
on.
what they need. Now, we'll talk about delivery in a second.
I concur. I agree with everything Stephanie and Tiff said.
Okay.
Yes, I do. So
Okay.
they need to be supported. They want to be heard.
Yeah.
And when I say support, I said earlier about, that's, one of the things I need. That's a huge deal on
Support.
both parts. Yes.
Major.
That's a huge deal. And I
Major.
saw that when my mother-in-law came to stay with us.
You're right.
Because I saw my husband in a different light, which I think is what sparked the whole conversation about taking on all of these responsibilities. And I was like, oh my goodness, if I don't do anything else, I have to have this man's back through this because his mom is, changing.
Right.
And so I was like,
Sure.
I've been doing this wrong
Right.
for a minute.
So here are my 5 things, and you all touched on basically pretty much all of
So
them.
we already know.
Oh, we good.
No, but you don't do it. But the but
We
so
don't have time.
Like I said, we're going to
We
get to
don't
the
have
execution and the
time.
disconnect.
Maybe not
We don't have time.
consistently.
so my
Right.
first thing is definitely support.
That's good. Steph.
Okay, I think bottom line, men.
So what does that mean?
I'm getting ready to tell you. I'm getting ready to give you all type of examples.
I just need one.
I'm
a
gonna give
good
you
one.
examples.
Give me a good one.
You can't Google this. So support meaning, okay, and I tell everybody this story. My wife about to roll her eyes right now.
You got something to throw at him?
No, she
Oh,
understands.
that respect.
Back
Yeah.
in the day, when this girl and
Lady?
I was, well, she's a lady, but she was a girl
a
then.
girl,
Back in the day, when we were together and we were just a novice couple, I could say to Erica, the sky is purple. And Erica would not even look up to see if I was lying, to see if I'm tripping. Erica would just, it's purple, right? And then somewhere along the line, I could say, Erica, the sky is purple. The hell it is. She gonna look up at it now. She got a whole lot to say about it and thing. Now, of course, I'm using sky, but I'm just saying this period, like in life now, you get to the point to where now, bro, I got this, just support it. Now, don't blind support because I will never be a promoter of that. If I say, hey, I'm about to start my rap career at 48, don't you support that. That's not something that you should support. So I'm not saying you just support anything. But when you know you have I think made a good selection. Mm-hmm. When you know you've made a good selection and things of that nature, then you gotta trust that and be like, okay, let me support it. Like my mom lives with us. Mm-hmm. My wife had to support that decision. I didn't make it. I just say she coming. I ran it by. I gave her the pros and the cons to it, but she supported. I'm an only child. I mean, hey, I'm the only one gonna take care of my mama, and so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I thought it was supposed to be you. It's like you wanted to jump in. Go
I
ahead.
did.
We'll go
Because
ahead.
I can tell you, I don't even know your life, but I feel like I know why it's like that.
Well, I was like what?
Before you could tell her the sky is magenta,
Yeah.
and she would be like, "My baby say the sky magenta.
Yeah.
That's my baby. He be
Yeah.
knowing his colors."
Yeah.
And then, and now she gonna challenge you and be like, "Is you stupid?"
Yeah.
And you probably, and I pray this isn't the case, but you probably have let her down and disappointed her
I think in
to
that,
the point where
in
she
any
can't
relationship.
trust.
No, not that way. But
And I'm not, it doesn't have to be
right. No.
It don't have to be like.
But there have been
that
some
disrespect.
letdowns. I think life will bring about some
Sure.
disappointments
I agree.
and some letdowns. No doubt. Because I think nobody is flawless.
Sure.
And nobody is perfect. But still, that's what I got back to. But still, you gotta trust your selection and your pick, like everything.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking about this as my relationship. I'm just talking about from my partners, what I hear in the barbershop.
Yeah.
Everything don't have to be a struggle. Not everything. And so that was first one, support.
No.
Next one was sustenance. which was food. You see,
okay.
Which was food, sustenance, food. Because I tell this to singles all the time, and as well as married. You know, when I'm on stage, I always talk about if a man call home and you say, "Oh yeah, I just smothered some pork chops, got some rice and gravy, some greens, some macaroni and cheese, some tea, some Hawaiian rolls."
Is it Sunday?
Listen, right. No, I'm just saying. I don't care. I don't care what his plans.
It's Thanksgiving.
I don't care what his plans were.
He coming home.
He's coming home now. Is he gonna stay home? That's on you. We'll get to that in a little bit. But he's gonna come home. You know, he's just coming home. And food is important. You know. Of course, I ain't married. You ain't married a lady for her cooking, but that don't mean don't cook. I'm just saying it didn't mean don't cook. And I ain't married for you cooking, but it's nice when. And I don't care what it is. It could be a sandwich with the chips spread around the sandwich. You know, let's just toast it a little bit. I ain't talking about gotta be no big meal. What I just named. I'm just saying. Period. Food.
Right.
It's ordered. Pick up.
Man, whether you cook it, whether you order it, pick it up.
It's the point.
It's just the point that you know we eat.
Taking care of me.
You know, like sometimes Erica say, "Babe, are you hungry?" I be like, "Babe, we just want to eat every day. Like it's just an everyday type of thing. It's like it's just just every day you want to eat. You know. So what's here? Support, sustenance, sport. Now, what sport is? This is what men sport.
Okay.
What sport mean? Not only like some men play golf, some men may play basketball, but sport for some guys could be working on a car in the garage. They
need a hobby.
They hobby, just whatever that they do, because that's the way you just, and you might, you always going to the cigar bar. You know, it's always something, but that's just what men need, man. So we can kind of talk to other guys. Right. You know,
you need free time.
You just need,
time.
And that's a form of me time. Mm-hmm. The other one, don't get mad.
Okay.
Silence. You ain't got to say, because these are 5 S's. You don't have to say something about everything. Like just everything. Old girl that thing. Who's old girl? I mean, old girl at Chipotle. I know, but you know on the first name basis, what y'all got? Whoa, we have to, everything got to be, so think silence. And then my last S, of course, is sex. And, and I think as you get older, I know for men, we fizzle. I know y'all go up, and that's what they told us in health class. I did pass that class. So we talked a lot. We talked a lot about sex, and so they was talking about how females in y'all 40s, y'all get ready to go up, but men, unless we on some enhancement drugs and things of that nature, try to keep up. But you all are eons ahead of us as relates to that in the 40s. So we don't need a whole lot. That's what I'm trying. My point to saying this is you just shoot us a little something before you go upstairs and tuck Caleb in. Shoot me a little something right quick. You know what I'm saying? Get me out the way. I ain't gonna hold you long. I mean, it is what it is. So those are my 5. Any challenges, questions?
Yes, I'd like to challenge y'all. So no, ma'am. And I don't want to challenge them. I don't think what y'all need is much different than what we need. Okay. I mean, they kind of skate around or on the same shit. We like to get down too,
we just need a different way.
If we we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves if we came home and it was a spread on the stove, I would be like, well, girl, you want to go take care of this in the back? That turn me on. I might get warm and bothered if I came home to some pork chops smothered in cabbage, macaroni, all that, and some sweet tea.
Hot Hawaiian roll.
Okay. So now that you mention that, this is a good place to ask this question. Which is, how far is your expectation of marriage to your reality of marriage? Like, what did you expect? Is it what you expected? When you were, whether you were coming up in college, high school, whatever, what you expected marriage to be. My husband gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing this. Is it anywhere near your expectation?
No.
Mine is a little bit. Because my mother told me that marriage was hard work, not in a bad way.
Yeah,
but that
it's work.
What you see on TV is not real. So
No doubt.
I already knew that. Now, did I have a perception of what I thought? Yeah, because you do. Women, we daydream, we fantasize, so.
Like what? I want to know.
I think I thought that I would never want free time. I would never want to not be with somebody. I could never take trips. We would always be together. You have that.
Yeah.
That was my thought. But you're being young. I didn't date a lot. I was about to date till later, and so didn't have a lot. So that's what I thought. I didn't think you get married and that's who you are and you don't have anything separate. But the reality of that
For sure.
is not. Even though I'm married, I'm still Stephanie.
Yeah. Still an individual.
Individual.
No doubt.
You do compromise with a lot of things, but I don't want to compromise myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
To be married. So I think mine is not too far. I had a little things, but not too far.
For me, I think I went into marriage very realistic. I never sensationalized or had this fear. I just didn't even subscribe to that anyway.
Okay.
So I never was like, oh, it's going to be rainbows and
unicorn
lollipops and, no, I didn't think. And it still is way harder than my lowered expectation. And I thought I was being a real G coming into it, and my biggest concern was losing myself. I went into it like, I'm gonna have my friends, I'm gonna have my independence. I still want to. This is just an extension of me, but I still want to wake up every day, look in the mirror, and recognize the person. And as hard as I try, you still had a hard time accomplishing that goal.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. Expectations. I think the main thing, I didn't have any kind of, fairy tale thoughts like Tiffany and Stephanie. I was very realistic, but I did want to, marry my friend. And I think I did that.
Right.
So marry my friend. I wanted to be silly when it was time to be silly, serious when it's time to be silly, have fun, children and all that kind of stuff. But not necessarily a blueprint or anything. Yeah. To what it was going to be like. Okay. Like Stephanie, I knew it was going to be work because I've heard that, but not necessarily a negative, connotation to it. Because people get caught up in the glitz and the glamour of the wedding and the fun stuff. And then, when the bills start coming in and reality sets in, it's like, okay, it's time to, get serious here.
Yeah. Did you all pattern your wifeness, if I may use that term, after anybody? Let me explain. Like when I was coming up, so I grew up with a dad in the house, so I kind of saw how he did certain things, and I was like, yeah, when I get married, I want to do that. Like I always thought, I would make the money and bring it home to my wife, and then now give me mine, that we don't have to even discuss. Like I can go do whatever. If I want to go buy a horse, whatever I want, this is my portion, because I kind of saw that, you know what I mean? I kind of saw, okay, he bringing all the money home here and she gonna do the bills, but just give me my money that I can go play with. And then my grandfather was still alive at 93 years of age, been married 73 years.
Ooh, that's a blessing.
Wow.
Yeah, and so, and like my grandfather, he's very structured, right? I mean, the bills gonna pay everything. It's not gonna be a balance. Whatever the bill is, he gonna pay that. He would have it all the bills out on the table, and I watch him do it, and I was like, yeah, that's how I'm gonna handle that, and all that type of stuff. So was there anybody, that you look at and say, okay, I'm gonna, a piece of my wifeness is gonna be like this?
Yeah, I would probably say my mother, even though I think you really don't understand wifeness until you are deep into wifeness. For sure. But, my mother, I feel like I get my style from her. I feel like I can be a classy lady at times. Separate from that basketball court.
Not at the AAU games.
Listen, honey, I'm full throttle, okay, at the AAU. But so many different sides to me. But, I saw my mother. She was very feminine. in that manner. She kept a house. She cooked, she cleaned, she did work, but then later she didn't have to work. But I remember her, making plates and this, and I do that.
Okay.
Now I don't cook every day.
Right.
But the things of as far as taking care of, I'm making your plate.
Gotcha.
I sometimes don't even eat because I am. Oh, you on your second plate, you on your third plate, and
that's remarkable.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by it because I was done that way.
Yeah.
Okay. And so again, I'm not all things like my mother, but those are small pieces. Now, I don't care about hanging the lights from the this and that and changing pillows. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
But those certain aspects of making sure that, okay, are you good? The hospitality part. Even when I go to somebody else's house, I'm like, you need help?
Right.
That's me. I think that's part of me, and I think I saw my mother do that. And so that part of what I know, I think I get from her.
I think that I don't think I can pinpoint a marriage or a structure that I tried to emulate, but I definitely think the women that were in my upbringing did have an influence on the type of woman I wanted to be.
Gotcha.
And how that just plays into just my identity, not necessarily just being a wife, because I think I wear many hats, and just being a wife is just a piece of me. But being who I am as a woman, how I keep my house, how I keep myself, how I take care of my family, those things are what are important to me. And I think I can reference, some things with grandparents, some things with even my friends that I grew up with, their parents, and, maybe even some things that I saw that I didn't want to be, so.
For sure.
Or experience it, that I think that's what played into.
Okay. Yeah. Coming in here.
Now, I was around, different people in my family that had, longevity in their marriages. But of course, being that age, you're not really, in tune to, what is keeping them together? You know what I mean? But, just going into marriage with the mindset that I want to do this right, I want it to work, I'm going to put in the work, was just kind of always, at the back of my mind. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got a couple more questions for you ladies, and then I'm going to let you go do some wife duties. Whatever that might be. But let me ask you this here. Do you feel like your husband contributes equally to the household responsibilities? Do you feel like your husband contributes equally to the household contributions? Now, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know my son's teachers, okay? I don't know my son's schedule. I don't know when I take my son or my daughter to the doctor, once they say they good, I pretty much turn off. Like, I don't get the rest of it. Like, why her nose still running? Man, I don't know. The doctor say she good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't do that. I may have cooked. We've been married 23 years. It'll be 24 years.
Ooh, y'all should write a book.
Yeah, it'll be 24 years this year, if the Lord says the same.
Yes.
And Black Love Day today. And so I may have cooked maybe 4 times. Really? And she was probably sick 3 of the times, because I'm not gonna lie, when I got married, I just, my dad, he may have like put some steaks on the grill when I was growing up, every blue moon. But
he wasn't in there rattling pots.
No, he wasn't in there cooking. He wasn't washing no dishes. I mean, I'm just saying now, again, that was they set up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying someone's right or wrong. It was just what was real. And he just took care of all things financially. And my mom kind of took care of the home, but I am aware that, man, dealing with them kids, that's a big job. Listen, I'm serious. That's a major deal, dealing with them kids.
They make them different now.
Yeah.
They make them different than when we was kids.
Right. And so just because a man may bring the finances, and I'm not saying that's easy either, because that's a deal. A lot of men are looking for work and things of that nature. But do you feel like what your husband bring and what you do, is it equal, or do you feel like yours is great or is his greater?
Can I go first on this one, please? Excuse me,
because it's on you.
I don't want to just jump right out there.
It's on you. Go ahead.
Take your time.
I would say no. Hell no. But
to what? Hell no to what?
No, it is not a balance.
Okay.
And in my house.
Yeah.
So, but what I do think, I'm going to preface that by saying I think it is a luxury and a privilege to be in a situation where you have a man that has the mentality that they're going to financially support the household. Like, I think that it's important.
For sure.
Because I'm not going splitsies with I don't want to do that, and I'm not. There's no shade to anybody. I'm not going splitsies on a mortgage.
Right.
I'm gonna need you. Like, even if it all go in the same account, I'm gonna need what you bring to the table to be able to take care of it, because you got to put in the hard work, and I got the soft work. As far as finances. Mm-hmm. Even though if I had to, I would.
Yeah.
But I need the man to have the mentality that I got this.
Yeah.
And I know, especially after having these type of conversations with a lot of different people, that is not the case. There's a lot of men that will be like, I got 5 on it. And it's a reason why I'm not with those men. But
how much you got on it?
But I feel like it's like when you're trying to have that white privilege talk with white people, like you're in a pool by yourself, and it's like, how dare you complain when you got this luxury that you don't even have to worry about the roof. How you gonna always know you can flip that switch. You're gonna turn that water. It's gonna be hot. The roof. You gonna keep getting that equity and that mortgage. It's those. But now that those things are done, and you know that they're done, I don't want to say that I don't want to focus on that, but we already know that you do that. And how hard is it for you to do that? Like, are you like, let me roll up my sleeves and pound this pavement so I can pay this mortgage? Or is it like, I already set it up, I got this, And you could make dinner, bring dinner. Go bathe that little girl. It's your turn. Go put her to sleep.
Oh, I can't bathe. I'm not bathing that little girl, and I'm not changing that little girl pamper either.
Homework. Did you sign that law that said that you helped her with homework? Can you go pick her ass up from school today? Can you go take her to them damn classes? In my house, it is a huge imbalance.
No.
But I don't take for granted what he does. I feel like what he does do is extremely important.
For sure.
And I don't devalue what it is. But
but you don't think he got the heavy lifting. You got the heavy lifting.
Well, because I'm still out there too. I'm out there.
Yeah, you work as well.
Just fly.
Yeah,
just
I got you.
because he's taking on the responsibility, like this is my role.
I got you. You can match it though. I got you.
Still match.
Yeah.
I
got you.
He doesn't put that pressure on me
for sure
to do it, but I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
Just because it's not going to that.
I got you.
We still getting up pounding this pavement every day.
I got you.
So. Because that's like your responsibility. I don't think it's just solely my responsibility.
Yeah.
Or how you want to do this? You want me to stay home? I'm not gonna be happy, but
Now, let me interject before Stephanie and Toy jump in, because this is what I share with my wife. So my wife, man, she's a great mother.
I bet.
Man, she a fantastic mother.
I got a few of them.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna keep doing it with
2.
a raggedy woman.
Yeah. No. We just got 2, but and she's amazing. But now, I think sometimes what adds to her being tired is that she'll do some stuff that I think, man, he can do it or she can do it. Y'all
be thinking we do too much.
No. Yeah, we do, because like I share with my wife. my son rode his bike to school in the 4th and the 5th grade.
By himself?
By himself.
Y'all ain't trail him?
We got him started. We got him started. We trailed him, to make sure he was straight.
Yeah.
No, but not every day. I mean, once he was legit, he was legit. And then now he's in the 7th grade, and the school is closer than the other school, than the elementary school, and drop him off every day, pick him up every day. Now, that's what she wants to do. Cool. That she told me, man, I can't want to drop my son out. Got it. But now, when you can't do it or what have you, and if it may be like, Mark, can you go get him? Well, no, because I don't.
But that goes back to that support.
This is what I'm trying. But don't miss what I'm saying initially.
I'm listening.
Initially, what I'm saying is
you took on the role.
You took on his role. He could ride his bike. They have a bus. He could walk. But that's
mama's thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Which that's a mama's thing.
But it goes back to that support.
And I'm just making that point. Is what I'm saying.
You could be working.
You understand what I'm saying?
No,
still.
I get the example.
To me, that's the same as
they ain't looking right here. These two.
No, that's the same as you going to work every day, but you don't make enough money to pay the bill. I'm supposed to praise your shortage of coins. Because and support that and be like, well, I'm gonna be just like if I took on your mentality, be like, nah, you ain't making enough. Go get your ass back out there and make that coin. That's the same thing. It's the same.
Not.
That's the female's version of what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is the
Marcus,
kid.
I'm telling you.
And Tiff, I'm telling you, the
this
kid.
This is a translation.
You can see the school from my backyard. It's right there.
I can see you taking more hours at that job and get that overtime so we can pay this mortgage and get out of debt.
I'm through talking to her.
Go ahead. Did you ask her why the transition? I think it has a lot to do with mom's intuition. Mm-hmm. So something told her that she needed to be dropping him off. Ooh. So did you ask her, well, why the transition?
Well, something is going to always be in her crux about
my baby ain't worth it though. Y'all be taking them chances.
That's what I'm saying. So don't get me wrong. I can understand that because how can I argue something might happen? Stuff happening every day. We see some on news every day. So I can't argue it. But what I am saying is, hey, you're not going to be there. You can't be with them 24/7.
You can't.
And that's
that
it.
Is
so
true.
It's just I'm just saying, and I'm only putting this out because we're talking about the responsibility. What can the guy that you had brought up, can you do this? It's like, well, you don't even have to. I'm just saying, you don't even have to do that. Right. They have a bus. They have a bike. They have legs.
I am an advocate of doing the most. So
obviously,
I be doing the most. Listen.
Obviously. Let me hear. Come on, Toya.
Well, I totally understand because about the, riding the bike to school, because Chris and I had this debate about the bus. When Dakota hit kindergarten, she was so excited about school because she wanted to ride the bus. And I said, don't even think about getting on the bus because you will be getting dropped off and picked up. Right. But then when she got to, junior high, schedule is different and I'm panicking. I'm like, oh, Lord, my child is going to have to ride the bus.
Yeah.
And so she did, and it worked well. Of course, we were still at the bus stop with her.
Yeah.
Saw get on.
Yes. At the bus stop.
Had a GPS on the bus.
Waiting in the car. She would even text on the bus, my bus is 5 minutes away. Yeah. So she expected her ride to be waiting there. So I totally get it. But I'm thinking, possibly she'll be in high school next year. I cannot believe that.
Lord,
so now she's talking about driving and this and that. And so these are new responsibilities. But like Chris, he said, what's wrong with the bus? It's nothing going to happen. I mean, you got to let them go sometime.
Oh my God,
I said, if it was up to you, you'd let her drive to school tomorrow.
No,
but
they will.
Has to learn
they will.
At some point. And
they would. Y'all would.
Okay.
They don't even have to be legally able to drive. And you're like, here, just go drive. Go take a chance at it.
Yeah, I let my son just start driving my car at 13.
Yeah. I just want my babies to still be my babies.
But things are happening. Like I grew up fast, and of course, we live in different times. I grew up in the hood, 4th Ward, right over here. he growing up in the suburbs. So
you want him to have a little rough around the edges.
You want him
not to be a little grounded.
I don't want him to be like, I'm not no dude like you got to grow up like the way I grew up, because I ain't no hard kid. I just grew up in the area. I just know what I'm right. Just knowing how to do it. Yeah, you know, being able to, you know, just know what's up. Come on, talk to me, Steph. About to contribute equally to the household responsibility.
I don't think it's ever equally, but I feel like we offset.
Okay.
You need to be able to offset, because I mean we all are working women or were at one time, so we contribute. Did I have to worry about things financially? No. But I contributed. But I think a woman is always going to take on all the extra things, so it's never going to be balanced. We are going to work, and
that's
the husband and the kids and your mama and my mama and friends and things like that. And then the man, I mean, I'm with Tiff. Yeah, I expect you to pay this, because what you here for if I'm doing like
exactly. And I get that. I'm not right. So I'm not tripping about that.
We're not halving. Really,
I try my best.
If you ask me to do that,
I try my best not to stress my lady about nothing financial. Now, if I'm short, I would tell her, "Hey, listen, man, we gotta chill a little bit. It's you know, I'm in entertainment. You have good months, and you know,
it's cyclical.
Yeah, it's like that. And so when it's good, it's popping. Then it might go dry. So if it's dry a little bit, I might say, "Hey, man, you gotta chill out for a sec. You know, let me get my bearings back." But I don't put any pressure on it. She always, "Babe, can I? You want to take my little money?" You know, you don't even want me to take it. That's just you want to use.
But that's support. That's support, because she knows.
Oh, she down.
Write that down.
Listen, she down with me. No. She's down.
Say that y'all are so simple with what y'all want, but I really think that y'all don't simplify the expectation, because I mean, like,
but is it an expectation?
It is. They do have that expectation.
But we're together, so. If you got it, or you know, yes, I'm expecting you to have it, but I got your back. But if you ain't got it, I don't need for you to tell me all what I need to do. I'm just showing up. I'm just stepping up behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That we don't need to talk about all of that.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, I understand what you're saying with that, because it could be to where somebody has no expectation, or they just expect you to.
Well, I mean, just for example, you already saying that your wife, you know, she is helicopter with the kids, riding the bike or whatever, and I just want to eat, you know. But if you see that your wife is going out her way to take it, she not there doing some shenanigans. It's your child. Yep. Like, to me, I think it's admirable qualities that you have. It's some women out here that don't give a fuck about their kids and letting them do. But that ain't her. So you tripping that you pouting because
I'm not pouting. I'm not tripping. I'm just saying.
Whatever the manifestation of your.
I'm saying you're tired.
List of not getting. You even hearing about her being tired, but you know, my wife tired because that baby putting in work.
No, she don't. I'm saying when you're tired, sometimes you don't have to be. Right. That's something that you want to do. That's all I'm saying.
The extraness.
That's extra to me. I'm not applauding it, nor am I booing it. I'm just saying. This is what you wanted to do. The bus go right by the house. This is what you wanted to do.
Front of the house.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying that you can't make some adjustments with some of those things, but I mean,
like what?
I think you just, that's your example, and whatever. Yeah, fine. Whatever. If we really start putting things on the table that are topics, come on now, come on.
But don't you feel like everybody's household is different?
Of course.
Yes, and you can't.
Everybody's household is different. And going back to the balance, we really don't have subscribed, like gender roles. Like, one day I'll cook some, most of, like dinner stuff like that.
Yeah.
Chris will try.
Right.
It may not be edible.
Right, but he do it.
It might not be edible.
Yeah. We go with it. Oh, Lord, he's going to kill me.
He'll be okay.
We go with it. He'll do laundry. Take out the tray. He's very hands-on.
Very hands-on.
I'm at work, need you to get the kids. No problem. Yeah. I'll be in the car line. Now, we have an argument about what time you need to be in the car line. Right. My baby, we either have to be between 1 and 5.
Early.
Yeah. We either be number 1 or 5. If we're not at that 5th cone, it's a problem with the kids.
Right. And see, that's extra.
That's
for
extra.
some men.
That's extra.
Yeah.
And so sometimes he'll listen, sometimes he doesn't. And I've even passed by the car line to see what position he's in.
See what I'm saying?
I have.
See what I'm saying?
Yes, I
Oh,
have.
mama, now why you just
See what
didn't
I'm
come
saying?
get the baby?
Because
Now,
my
gonna
babies
lean with
worry when we're not there at a certain time.
Oh my
because
God.
mama is always fifth in line.
I miss fifth in line.
See,
I strive for number
I'm
one, but
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mine is calling me saying,
Sometimes
mama.
Watch out.
early, sometimes Austin the last one.
Is mama coming?
It just, but like you said, everybody's house is different,
It is.
and
It is.
you know we can all sit here and swap stories and of who do what. But no, in my particular situation, there is a huge imbalance. I don't discount
Right.
what he does bring to the table or what he
Right.
does contribute to our family, because I think it's really, really, really
sure.
important. But my ass be fucking tired.
Yeah.
I mean, and I could use a break.
And that's more, I mean, the more I talk to my guys in the barbershop and abroad, that's pretty much all of our wives. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like an anomaly or anything. This is just how it go. We're coming to a close, as the pastor would say. Listen, my 1B R&B singer of all time, 1A is R. Kelly. I don't want to have to fight anybody about it. It just is what it is. Leave it alone. And my 1B is a guy named Babyface, right? And Babyface had a song out called "Soon as I Get Home from Work," right? Which just women used to love it. He just was lying all over the track. Just lying. I'm a cook when I get home. I'm buy your clothes. I mean, he just as soon as you get home, and so I think that songs as well as movies as well as books, I think they give a false
Sense of reality
when it comes to marriage, and if you don't watch out, you'll think that your wife, who has you third on her list, don't love you.
Man.
You'll think she don't love you, or she's supposed to be doing something else.
Right.
When no, she's actually doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Right.
And so watch here. I want to end with this. Here are some keys I want to give y'all.
I got the keys. I got the keys.
Marriage, if marriage, it would be easy if all we had to be was husband and wife.
True.
It would be easy. Watch this.
Just those titles?
If that's all you had to be was husband, wife, it would be so easy. Problem is, once you get married, under the umbrella of husband and wife is now parent, friends, business partners, lovers. Some of you chefs, kind of, sort of, not really. Uber drivers, you got to go pick up. You become so much. So actually
Caregivers.
So even though this was titled part-time wife, it's a bunch of part-time things under the whole umbrella of husband and wife. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's a lot of part-time things. And so, I think we can't get so focused on when somebody's really not good at this area. That where we'll think the whole person is nothing, is no good. I'm just not good at this area. Parenting, man, my wife kills me on parenting. She got that thing down. Them kids, they scared of her. They not scared of me. They don't talk to me. With me and her could come home, that little girl, I mean, don't get me wrong, she getting better now because daddy, she realizing I'm that dude. But man, we'll walk in the door same time. She go, "Mommy," and run to mom. I be like, hey, daddy here. Then she go, "Daddy." I mean, And so I just think that, it's a bunch of part-time jobs that we all have in this particular union.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
There's a bunch of part-time jobs, but they're not to be frowned upon when you're not as efficient, in certain areas. And then seasons, things change.
True.
Sometimes you might be getting a bunch of sex. Then the next couple of months, it might
You might get all the dinners.
You might get out.
Right.
You might get dinner.
You want to eat?
You know you want to eat, or you want to do you want these 7 minutes. I mean, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, ladies, I ain't gonna hold you long. I know you got to get home and do your thing. I want to say thank you so much for being a part of Designated Driver Podcast. Right now, I want you to give your handles, because my listeners, they love to go and be nosy and follow you and see what you're doing with your life. So
none of your damn business.
So starting with you, Steph, if you like to give the people, how can they follow you, keep up with you?
They can follow me on IG. I'm trying to get into this social media thing, stepping out. Follow me, _law of style. That's LAW. That's the only one I have right now.
Okay.
But any personal styling, closet organization, hit your girl up.
There it is. Tia?
I don't need y'all in my DM. Go find your mama.
Y'all want them in your DMs?
I'll share my Instagram, real estate _by_Latoya. Contact me for any of your real estate needs.
There it is.
Right.
And I am Marcus D. Wiley. Follow me at Marcus D. Wiley. Everything is Marcus D. Wiley. Appreciate y'all. Designated Driver. Until next time.
All right.
All right.